Blessed love. What keeps everyone stuck in frustration is the familiar. We're stuck trying to keep ourselves in the familiar, which is like a known hell, just to avoid an unknown heaven or a phenomenal fantastic. But when you let go of the familiar, you receive the fantastic. Accept, believe, and receive. Or another way of putting at it is believe first, because what you believe, then you could then see, and then achieve, and then you will be able to receive. But first, we must believe it, then we must achieve it, and then we will receive it. So many of us think that success brings happiness when it's really happiness that brings us success. And there are so many familiar things that are killing us right now. I might give you one example. I just went to a public library and they had a controlled like food thing by the you know powers that be for food, USDA. And I said, "Oh, my boy was like, yeah, I don't want the meat sauce. Can I just have pasta without sauce and whatever else you got?" And they're like, "No, we have to serve it." It's like, you have to serve it. That sounds like Nazi Germany to me. We have to. You don't have to do anything, people. That's where we get stuck, like Chuck in a pickup truck that ain't going nowhere real fast, by thinking we have to do things or we can't do things. Free yourself up. Instead of saying I have to, say I get to. Instead of saying I can't, say, how can I do something that is a different option that serves me? Because when you are going closer to your goals and your purpose, you are intentional. And when you're not, you're not. You're being distracted, disorientated, disingenuous, not just disintentional, but disingenuous. Like you lost your genius that God gave you. We're literally arguing with God when we say that we're not capable of great things, or we can't, or I am negation. And there's so many great things in store for you. Just let them in, receive them. Like grace is there to be received. We all get graced with goodness from God, unless we decide, of course, to not accept it. And this reminded me of that when they said, "Oh, we have to accept that, and you could choose not to eat it." And I was like, listen, you guys got a whole bunch of kids here, and you're going to tell me that we have to eat that. Thank you so much, first off, for the food. Like, it's amazing, and thank you for being here. Yet, we got a choice. I get on the phone and have a wonderful conversation with people about this. My point is to you is that you get to choose what you would like in life because you are an amazing miracle walking. You are able to have amazing things in your life if you accept them, if you believe that you're capable, if you achieve them by taking action with a system that works, and then you will be graced to receive them. But so many of us think that, like, it's first we're going to receive it. Like, we got it really backwards. We think that success brings happiness when happiness brings success. Y'all are amazing. I just went on live here to share the blessings that are our creation. Take inventory of your current wealth. Like, think about how beautiful these trees are. Realize that, like, a tree grows two ways at the same time, right? Well, just learn this, even though, or discover this because I always knew this, and you know this. A tree grows two ways, right? We see it growing up phototropic, but the work that a tree and you put in that we don't see is gravitropic, growing against gravity, like pushing against all of these powers that be, pushing against like the systems that keep us impoverished, within poverty of the mind, which causes poverty of the possession, right? But first, it's in our mind. And when we limit what we think we limit what we see and what we have in this world. When we start doing things that are like going against what seems to be holding us back, it seems so hard in the beginning, it becomes so easy in the future. When you do what seems so easy right now, it becomes so much harder. When you jump onto the familiar, we, eat what our traditional foods are, we do what our tradition is, we think silly things like money don't grow on trees. We think silly things like time is money. We think silly things like I have to do that because my parents did that, or because the education system is telling me I have to do that, or I have to go to college because my family told me to. Some of these things may be good, but some of these things may totally destroy your life. And it's up to you to create the blessing that you call life, to live your dream every single day. Now, when it comes to being like as fit and healthy as we can in life, right now, especially no matter where you live, yet if you live in the United States, and this has been since the dawn of time, to be the healthiest you can be, you're gonna, and the richest, like it's literally gonna be a small percentage of people. It's the principle of imbalance, the 80-20 principle, right? 20% of people or less have most of the wealth and health of the world because they're not doing what everyone else is doing. We got to change the way we think, to change the way we see things, to change the way we have things. When you change your thoughts, you change your identity. And when you change your identity, everything else flows in motion instead of getting stuck in the same place of the familiar, being comfortable. Listen, y'all, there's a great book called The Comfort Crisis. We get stuck in comfort. Sit down. Like, do y'all realize the new campaign, sitting is the new smoking? That sitting down is literally not just as dangerous, but 3 times as dangerous as it is to smoke. Uh-oh. That's my alarm. That's my alarm. All right, I think I'm gonna go because this is super loud. Or shall I just go with the discomfort and just figure things out? Figure things out pretty quickly. Because when we use our mind, everything opens up. We're able to get so many more things. All right. Take inventory of your current wealth. Only 10% of the world has a car. Right? We're at an amazing natural spring. It's amazing. And my boy is in the car, like reading a book that we got at a public library. Thousands of books at our fingertips. Right now, we're at the age of information, yet you are at the stepping stone of implementation. You have so much information flooding you, but are you taking action? The reason why you are not taking action is simple, because you don't feel like it. How to change how you feel. 4 superpowers. Number 1 is appreciation. Completely changes your identity. Start giving thanks. Great exercise. Say thank you as many times as you can today to not just people, because for some of y'all, saying thank you to people is super challenging. Say thank you to inanimate objects. Thank you for this phone. And you start to realize that when you're thanking someone for the phone, that someone brought you the phone. Instead of like criticizing, complaining, condemning, appreciate. Because if you're not appreciating, you're depreciating. Appreciating increases value of things. Depreciating decreases value of things. So I appreciate you. You're amazing. Thank you for tuning in. Second superpower. First one is appreciation. Second one is imagination. Imagine what you're capable of. Imagine a new goal, a new mission, a new purpose in life. What are you here for? Like, goals are great. Dreams, even higher. A dream is in your mind, your heart, your soul, right when you're put on this earth. And it could change throughout. Yet, You have the opportunity to live a dream that is like no one else's because your identity is different than everyone else's. You are part and parcel of God creation, yet you are here to serve people in a way that pleases the Lord, and people are constantly sent to you. Like me and you right now. We're together. God put us together so you could hear this message. And it's your choice to take action, your decision to create a new condition in your life. So, imagination, second superpower, appreciation, imagination. Your third, bro, bro, someone get their grandpa. Not too sure what you mean by that, Jack Jamerson. Love you. Thank you for your comment. If you could make it a little more coherent, I could respond upon it. I don't know what bro someone get their grandpa. You could get your grandpa. I'm not too sure what that means. Blessed love to you and your grandpa. So appreciation is number one. Imagination is number two. Imagine what, Jack, what is your mission and purpose in life? What is your like superpower that you are brought here to help others with? Never mind. I'm a sub. I was joking. Great. Not too sure what the joke meant, but I love jokes that need an explanation. So number three, beyond appreciation, imagination is intention, and intention is really tapping into how you're going to serve people in this world. What is your mission and purpose? How are you going to improve one other person's life and let that spawn into many other people's lives? Because when you start helping other people, everything you need will come to you. When you just help yourself, then you're going to start wondering why this life is so hard, why it's so challenging, why is everyone out to get you. Start wearing shirts like people, I hate people when you're a person. I love people. They'll love you, and you'll be able to love life. So appreciation, imagination, intention, getting closer to your goal, and then your dream purpose in life. And number four is expectation. Expectation is one of your greatest superpowers because when you expect to win, when you expect for great things to happen, great things will happen. When you argue your limitations, they will become yours. So I hope you enjoy this holy day and give appreciation for everything in your life, all the food that you get to eat. Imagine a new life where you are being the most fit, the most healthy, the greatest you can be. And imagine people actually helping you, right? To help you to serve others with your intentionality. What are your intentions? I'd love to hear from you. Throw in the comments below. What are your intentions? Even if you are watching this not in the live, if you're watching this afterwards, throw in the comment section what are your intentions. If you'd like to jump on live, subscribe, and I go live pretty often. And you could also come to my live virtual vibrant experience. It's an event, but it's an experience because it is interactive and will be like nothing you have ever received or been a part of before. I could promise you that. It's really for overweight, overstressed, overwhelmed parents. So if you're not fitting in there, it might not be for you. You could tune in at OGFit.com and subscribe or save your seat, register there at OGFit.com. It's going to be absolutely amazing. If not, check out some of my other content here on YouTube, subscribe, and I will see y'all so soon. Blessed love to you and yours.